Morning, here are your headlines at 6 o'clock. And the boss of Natwest, one of Britain's biggest banks, resigns overnight after leaking inaccurate information about Nigel Farage.
Police officers in England and Wales will not respond to concerns about mental health if there is no risk to life or crime being committed under a new policy starting today.
You said you wanted to save him, you voted to name him. Now come and see him. Ozzy the Bull takes centre stage here in the centre of Birmingham at New Street Railway Station.
Good morning. Cash up for grabs. Almost 1 million young adults haven't claimed money they're entitled to from child trust funds. I'll have the details on who's eligible and how you can claim.
Good morning. It is 1 year until the Paris Olympics, where organisers are promising the most sustainable Olympics and Paralympics ever, but there are concerns there over security.
The Beano is celebrating its 85th birthday this week, and some rather well-known faces are featuring in a special commemorative issue of the comic. Have a look. Celebrities including singers Harry Styles and Adele are joining Dennis the Menace, Nasha and the Bash Street Kids. The suggestions came from children, from readers, saying who they'd like to see in cartoon form. Also appearing, the King and Queen, footballer Marcus Rashford and broadcaster David Attenborough.
Have a look at this morning's paper, shall we, at 16, just coming up to 17 minutes past 6. This is The Guardian. They're calling for schools, well, they're saying there's a call for schools to ban smartphones. The UN says it would protect the well-being of children.
The Metro's front page today features the heatwave in Europe, calling the blazes Algeria to France a ring of fire.
And The Times is reporting that Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has warned some of the UK's biggest businesses they must do more to help with the cost of living crisis.
There's a great picture in some of the papers this morning of a parrot. Jekyll the parrot. He's a rather splendid parrot, isn't he? Now, he got lost in the Ogwen Valley Mountains in Wales, having been taken there kind of by his owner as I think for some sort of parrot convention.
Yeah, there was a gathering of other owners and parrots.
A gathering? What's the collective now, Fred?
I don't know, I'm sure we'll find
or something
out.
like that. Anyway,
yes.
Jekyll got lost. He had to be rescued. And apparently, when he was reunited with his rescuer, his first word was, "Hello."
Are you a pretty boy then?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
or girl, I don't know. But he's certainly a pretty boy, isn't he? He's lovely.
Very, very cute. Totally distracted by Carol, who I think there's carnage going on. You can't see it, but there's carnage going on while Carol is this morning. I love this. This is in The Guardian. What do you think is the best exercise for lowering your blood pressure? Running?
Run. Swimming, maybe?
Swimming? High-intensity exercise?
Yeah.
No. It's the very brilliant plank.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Oh, I don't love a plank. So you can plank. So, you know, when you, like, tense everything and you're on your hands or your elbows for 2 minutes. Or the other thing you can do is you can do something called a wall sit, where you kind of against a wall and pretend there's a chair there, but there's not. Yes, for 2 minutes. Apparently it's very, very good for your blood pressure. So, like, tensing your muscles, but not doing, like, lots of aerobic activity. That's what brings it down.
And you've got no excuse not to do that, really, have you? I mean, you can't blame the weather
Find one.
Yeah, my wall's really slippy.
Yeah, exactly.
The carpet needs to be cleaned.
I'm going to fall off the floor when I do my plank.
So, should we do it?
Later.
Later.
Yes.
Morning's front pages, and The Telegraph leads with Natwest Chief Executive Dame Alison Rose's admission that she was the source for the BBC's story about Nigel Farage's banking affairs. Number 10 wants Dame Alison to quit. That's the front of the Times. And the Daily Express asks how can she keep her job amid the Farage furore. But, of course, both those front pages were published before the breaking news in the early hours of this morning that she has, in fact, now quit. The Financial Times understands that Rishi Sunak, with one eye on the general election, intends to loosen environmental regulations affecting landlords. And according to the Eye, the policy that forces manufacturers to pay for recycling could also be scrapped. The Mirror reports that plans to close rail ticket offices across the country could be delayed. Ring of Fire, the Metro covers the blazes now stretching from France to Algeria. The Guardian reports that the UN wants smartphones banned in schools for the sake of children's well-being. The Mail follows up its investigation into immigration lawyers, which garnered praise from the Prime Minister, who was then scorned by the Bar Council. Bringing home the bacon, The Star has the story of a pig whose owners claim she's a talented artist and has made them more than £1 million. And just to let you know, if you want to see any of those front pages again or read the stories inside, you can scan the QR code on your screen.